Robin, what do you got for us now?
You know, I feel like I haven't even been working this morning. My photographer, Chris, and I, we've just been finding some really cool stuff. Cool artists, cool shopping, cool women, Lenae May. I mean, just look at this booth that she has here. It's filled with these stockings, and you repurpose these stockings, right?
That's right. They are my fiber art elfin stockings, and this is one of my signature designs. I was told the very first show I ever did, I had just a handful of the stockings, and they were very, very unique. I had a handful of other little things with me, but I remember an artist telling me at that time that that will be your signature, that signature item that you have, and she really just knew it is a signature item. It's one of the greatest passions I have for fibers. Yesterday I was explaining to people that I really think this is a cover for my obsession with collecting fibers. It gives me a purpose for them, so my ever-growing basement with all of my fun collections of things, it really allows for a lot more freedom for new design, texture. I love textures. I love mixing textures and colors, and the longer I do it, the more interesting things get. So it's been a fun adventure. Each piece is a fun adventure.
How much work goes into each piece? I know you said you can't put like a time frame into how much how much time it takes to create one, but there's a lot of work.
Oh, there is, and you know, it's hard to narrow that down because when you're repurposing the reclaimed fibers, there's a hunt for those fibers. There's several of the designs I've even hunted on different online auctions where I have to wait things out and wait for that particular patterned wool blanket or something that I use for the bodies. And I find ribbons from another company from somewhere else, and I wait for that. And then when I get that, I have to treat everything and make sure everything is laundered properly, or if it needs to be shrunk, to definitely shrunk and make all the felting possible for that. But so there's so many details that are part of the construction. To break it down, it is very difficult, but I was exposed to wonderful craftsmanship through antique collectors all my life, so having that reflection in my work is something that just will never go away. And there's always that temptation to be super quick and to get things done quick, but I just won't go that way. I love the antiquity of the craftsmanship of the antiques, and I try to reproduce a lot of those techniques in what I do, the textures and such.
I know when people think of stockings, they automatically think of Christmas, but this isn't just about Christmas.
No, and it's funny because people are saying that too, because I think my selection for the Christmas feeling stockings is actually very small, and I would say that each one is done with the full intention of whimsy, because I start out many times with one little thing, and I throw the sketch down and start with my scribble and end up on sometimes an entirely different course. I may try to make something very simple because I want to do a couple of real simple designs. That very thing may end up being one of the most ridiculous, time-consuming things. So, it really is. It's a fun thing for me. And I was reading my daughter's little Instagram thing this morning because she's one of my artist children, and she said that she was quoting somebody that if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and that today is very true. It's very true. This is fun.
You said you've been coming to Art in the Park in Plymouth here for 8 years now. What brings you back year after year?
Well, actually, I've been working on my work to the public for 8 years. This is only my second year at Plymouth. So I've been creative in creating things within just family and things like that, gifts and whatever, decorations. Always loved hands-on 3D everything. But working to open my works to the public has been about 8 years. So it's been that constant evolution of ideas.
What's so cool about this venue in particular?
Oh, I love Plymouth. Plymouth is just the atmosphere. Last year when my husband and I sat up for the first time, and it was later in the evening, we're from a smaller town than this, and this little city is always, the streets are always bustling with people coming and going and chatting and overhearing some of their conversations. It's just very great conversations that you hear with people, and they're always enthused about things and their environment, and even when you travel around Plymouth, you see the storefronts are very vibrant, and the entrepreneurs are very much alive and well here. And I think that the entire atmosphere being clearly healthy like that makes Plymouth a really wonderful setting for this show, and the people that organize it do a fine job.
It is a great event. If you come out here, you'll be able to meet artists like Lenae. Jay, earlier you mentioned that gentleman, the fish sculptor guy. You mentioned his voice was soothing. He came up to me just a little bit ago, and he told me 3 people have already come up to him this morning and said, "Boy, you really do have a soothing voice." So,